gang, welcome back to the channel. Hawk here for Outdoors with AFR Adventures. If you've ever had a car, truck, or equipment battery left in storage for a prolonged period of time, say over the winter months, only to have it be dead come springtime, you know the pain. If you watch our channel, you know we have a bunch of different types of equipment batteries to keep maintained over the winter months. Everything from our 1-ton dump, to our excavator, to Frank, our bulldozer, to our John Deere tractor, Cub Cadet mower, and our ATVs. Traditionally, we have used the relatively cheap Cen-Tech 0.5 amp 12-volt battery maintainers we bought from Harbor Freight. But we have so many batteries, we were looking for something that would eliminate the clutter of having to plug in so many individual maintainers, but would still offer durability and performance to give us the longest service life for our batteries. So about 18 months ago, we started our search to try and find something that would meet our requirements, something that would both charge and then maintain our batteries over the winter months, and we were pleasantly surprised at what we found. I'll let JC fill you in on the rest of the story.
Thanks, Hawk. Appreciate the introduction.
So I was trying to find something that would allow me to charge the batteries and maintain the batteries that didn't require, its own separate plug for every single battery, and that was not crazy priced. And some of these, I found them. I found chargers / maintainers that I could use, but they were crazy priced. They were hundreds of dollars. And I was like, I'm trying to find something that's more reasonably priced that can do away with some of these multi plug-in units. And I finally came up with it and found it. And here it is. It's the VEVOR Tough Tools at half price GS120C-4 battery charger, a 2 amp times 4. And I bought this unit, I'm going to say, a year or so ago to try it out to help eliminate some of these multi, plug-in units that we had. And I wasn't really all that sure about if I was going to like it or not. And I'll tell you, overall, I found it to be an excellent choice. And I'm not getting paid by VEVOR or anybody to, review this product. They didn't supply it to me. I paid for the units. And I just thought I'd do a review on it because I found it really was helpful for me. They seem to maintain the batteries really well. They're both a charger and a maintainer, which I liked. And they helped eliminate a lot of the wire clutter that you had. Now this unit, I think I paid somewhere around $50 for the unit. So right then there was a major cost savings to me, that I wasn't spending hundreds of dollars for a battery charger / maintainer. I also like the fact that I was really searching around to try to find the most charging stations that a unit would have, and this one I found had 4, which again, because we got 8-10 batteries, I thought that was a good idea. So I settled on this unit. I bought it and I tried it out for about a year. The green lights that are on steady, those indicate that they are maintaining batteries, so we're maintaining 3. The one that has 3 lights on and is flashing green means that it is currently charging that battery and it's 75% charged. So it'll continue to charge, and then when it gets fully charged, it will go to all green. The white lights indicate the type of battery, and currently the one white light on the far left of each one of the units is indicating it's just a 12-volt sort of standard battery. So I'd like to free up some space on our power strips here and charge up, maintain a couple of these other batteries we have down below. So let's get it done. So getting it ready to charge is pretty simple. All you do is plug in the power cord. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. They give you this hook that you can screw in the back of the unit. To hang it. You can see how this goes together. So you can see there's a little groove right there. Goes into this. Like that. So just put this on. And you can adjust it to where you want. Which is, again, kind of nice. Put your screw in there. We'll just tighten that down. There you go. So that's pretty much it. It's going to hang. Okay, so you can see when we just plug that in to that one little battery, you see the orange lights. That just means it's in standby mode, so it hasn't, done anything. And that's just a standard, little motorcycle battery or whatever we got for the. I think it's actually a battery we use for the generator start. So, all right, so now it thinks it's a 6 volt right now. We don't want that one. There's 12 volt. Standard 12 volt. So now it's going to be checking the battery, sensing it, I guess, and it should then begin to charge it, if it needs charging. Little Harbor Freight maintainers, I don't know how well that maintains the batteries or not, but as you can tell, it must be doing a pretty good job, because it's basically saying it doesn't need to charge, it just simply needs to maintain it. So I guess the Harbor Freight unit was doing what it was supposed to do. Okay, so we'll hook up the next 3 and get rid of some of this, more of this clutter, and we should be good to go. So this battery here came out of the excavator, so we'll hook that one up. This battery here came out of our dump truck. We've got 2 batteries actually for that. This is one of them, so we'll hook this one up. And then these are for our lawn equipment. So we will hook one of these up, I guess. Probably this one here. Or maybe the EverStart. I don't know. We'll figure it out. This battery, by the way, is on its last legs. We should test that, because I think I'm going to have to replace it for the excavator. Let's test it first. So we got our handy dandy tester here from Harbor Freight. Put a little load on this thing and see what it says. Again, it's been maintained supposedly through the Harbor Freight maintainer, so it's showing it's okay. Let's put a that's actually, so let's test it to see if it's okay. Put a little load on it here. Yeah, it's holding. All right, so we'll continue to maintain that, charge it up a little bit, and see what we get out of it next year. It seemed like whenever it got kind of cold out, it didn't have the cold cranking amps to crank over the excavator, so we'd have to jump it. So I think it's its last legs, but we'll see if we can nurse it along. One thing I would like to see is if they had a little bit longer cord on the leads. That's my one gripe. Let's turn this one on and see what it says. again, this has been being maintained by the Harbor Freight charger. It was a newer one, I think, as a matter of fact. See, now that's saying it's actually charging the battery, and it's charging at about 50%. Once that turns solid red, it'll be 75% charged, and then when it goes to 100, the green light will come on. Yeah, so according to the VEVOR, the Harbor Freight was not maintaining that battery, or the battery just was, on its way out, which is consistent with not necessarily a Harbor Freight problem, but more of a battery problem. So we'll see. Let's hook up our truck, one of our truck batteries. See what it says. You can see our excavator battery is up to 75% already and on its way to 100. That didn't take long. Let's see what it says about our truck battery. Those are fairly new batteries. Oh yeah, so it's won't be long. It'll be up to 100% on that one, saying it's over 75% charged. So we'll hook up the Cub Cadet. That one seems to get the most use. Now this one was kind of getting a little old. I shouldn't even say old. It wasn't that old. It's just seemed a little tired when it was cranking. So our excavator battery is still 75% in charging. Truck battery's at 100%. And now we've got our ZT1 battery here. See how that's going. Okay, that's 75% or better and charging. So these will keep blinking green while they're charging. Oh, look, up to 100% already, so that one's fine. This one, the excavator battery, showing us some concern because it is charging, and that will continue to charge until it maintains its 100% level, and then it will go into just maintenance mode. And these occasionally, I've noticed, like I'll come out here and I'll just check on the batteries, and I know occasionally you'll see them doing this, charging. So I think there is some discharge to the battery, and then it senses it, it puts it back on charge, and then goes back to the maintenance. So I think that's one of the things that this unit talks about, how it functions. I mean, it comes with the instruction booklet, which you got to read, go through, talks about different types of batteries, do's and don'ts. And it talks to you a little bit about how it functions. But overall, I'll tell you, I wouldn't have bought another one if I didn't think this one did a good job, both charging and maintaining the batteries. Like I said, I'm not getting, I probably should be, right? I'm not getting anything from VEVOR to do the review. This kind of turned into a review of the VEVOR versus Harbor Freight. And the Harbor Freight does do a pretty decent job. I mean, I have been using them for a number of years. They've always seemed to maintain the batteries fairly decently. I just was trying to get, rid of some of the wire clutter. Still got a fair amount here. But yeah, if you're in the market for a charger maintainer at a reasonable price, I think this unit, at least for me, fit the bill. I'll put a link in the description, so if you want to get one, you can. I think they're sold a couple different places. I want to say, VEVOR, you can get them from. I'm not sure if Amazon carries them. Maybe like Temu, they might carry it. But I'll put a link. I'll put a link in for VEVOR if you're looking to get one. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you like the channel, please subscribe. We'd appreciate that as well. And until next time, we'll see you later.